Rank up. Platinum 1, going for diamond. Again, we don't have quite the funds to do a 1500, so Peer into the Abyss is a pretty funny card. I think it's actually pretty good, pretty fun, but I don't think we're ever playing that in draft. I think it's definitely fun in other formats. 3 fantastic uncommons here. Hollow Blade runs away with games. Riddle form dinks them for 3 in the air all the time. Scries you in the late game. Indulging Patrician, 3 mana 1/4 flying lifelink is something most decks can't beat through. So it's definitely between one of these 3 picks, I think. Honorable mentions in the commons though: Rousing Reed and Chandra's Magmut. Both of these are cards I'd first pick sometimes in weaker packs. I think they're quite good. I don't think I'm going to pick Patrician. Although if we do pick it, we could go for that deck pretty hardcore. But I don't think I'm going to pick it. If it tables, I'll try and go for it. I think that leads me to kind of take the Hollow Blade here. And maybe kind of lean into white-black. Hollow Blade's definitely more of a white-red aggressive card, but it's okay. Hollow Blade's insane. Interesting cards here. Unsubstantiate is obviously pretty good. Vren Wingmare is okay in a creature deck. Furious Rise is really good in green-red, where it can really show off. There's a Grasp of Darkness here, which is probably the best card. If I was going to try to lean into black-white in case that Indulging Patrician tables, this would be a good pick. Vren Wingmare keeps me in white, which is good, but I think I'll take the Grasp. It is the best card in the pack, in my opinion. So, it's pretty good. Another copy of Indulging Patrician here. I think we're going to just go for it. Bolt Hound would also be good with Hollow Blade. Turn 2 Hollow Blade, turn 3 Bolt Hound. Attack for 6 is a very strong turn. Attack for 5s. No, 6, yeah. But I really like Patrician. We can prioritize like revitalizes and stuff. I've not been incredibly impressed with Bolt Hound, so I'm not that sad about it. And we can still play like black-white creatures attack, you know, and win the game that way. So it's not like we're going hard lifelink or anything. Cordia Pegasus, Enforcer, Siege Striker, Fetid Imp. These are all pretty good cards. I'm going to take the Striker. This card overperforms for me most of the time. Whenever it gets to attack, it does some serious work. And we're definitely going to want to play a creature deck. A more creature-centered deck with the Siege Striker. Gale Swooper goes very good with Siege Striker. Play Siege Striker on 3, play Gale Swooper on 4, give it flying and attack. Super duper good. I'm all about that life. Gale Swooper's a good card on its own too. Looks like black is probably not open. Dub is fine in a creature-based deck like this, although we don't have anybody that we really want to dub right now. So I'm kind of looking into the white-green or white-red here. Chandra's Pyreling is pretty good. It's not perfect, but it works really good with the Magmut if we can get those to table. The green stuff here is pretty good. White-green likes to put counters on stuff, so Siege Striker wears counters good. Hollow Blade wears counters good. Gale Swooper wears counters good. Truffle Snout puts counters on himself. Makeshift Battalion puts counters on himself. Looks like we're seeing green, so I'm thinking we might transition there. We're going for a green-white counters deck. I'm thinking Truffle Snout's probably better than these big cards, although I do like the big cards, of course, but take the Truffle Snout for now. And Truffle Snout gains us 4 life, so if we end up in white-green with some Truffle Snouts and stuff, we can splash black for this Patrician, and it's still good. Sanctum of Tranquil Light is too expensive on its own, so it's Battalion or Training. I think I'm going to take Battalion. There's a Burn Bright and a Hobble Fiend still in the pack, so red's probably open. But I think I might just take another Battalion. Get an aggressive deck going here. Destructive Tampering, Pinch Burn Devils, Cage Zombie. Nothing crazy good here. The Patrician did not table. But Cage Zombie's pretty good. We could still end up being white-black. Green doesn't seem super open. Red seems okay-ish. Glide Master is good too. We could just do like blue-white aggro. We do need the 2-drops. I think I want to play the Patrician in the Grasp though pretty badly. Let's take the Zombie here. So Shieldmate's quite good with Makeshift Battalion and Siege Striker. Like Shieldmate gets a lot better when you have these 3-drops that work well with the 1-drops. And I think our 3-drop slot's already going to be pretty full. Let's take the Shieldmate. I think he's going to be best in a deck like this. I'm not married to white-black yet. I think we could still definitely be green. And Pteranodon is a fantastic 2-drop for green. We've only got 1 flyer for the Enforcer, so I think I'm going to take the Cetizen Training in case we end up green. Backdown's fine. Probably not something we're going to play in a green-white aggressive deck. Another Battalion. So we really want the 1 and 2 drops really badly here. Wow, Pursued Whale is really cool. Not a card I think I can take here, though. Malefic Scythe is insane. Speed of Resistance is great. Another Indulging Patrician. But we have a creature deck. Let's play Scythe. Let's play creatures. Let's turn them sideways and win the game like that. I think that's a good plan. There's a Carrion Grub here. Plus X plus O is probably just going to be like 2 or 3, so that doesn't really appeal to me that much. Immolator, Pyreling, Turn to Slag. Maybe we should have jumped in red. But Gale Swooper's fine too. I don't mind taking it. A Shock. We definitely should have been in red, I think, but we can still switch. But I think we're just going to take the Alpine Watchdog here, secure us a 2-drop that'll curve well with Shieldmate and Battalion and Siege Striker. Warden of the Woods versus Swift Response. I got to take the removal here. Going to be playing a little bit of White Weenie. We could end up being a mono white deck, who knows. Faith's Fetters, fantastic removal spell. Valorous Steed is okay as well, but like not a horrible top end. But Faith's Fetters is great. Great removal. Another Watchdog. Beautiful. We really need to curve out well into our 3-drops here. Watchdog's going to do that for us every time. We would love to play a Short Sword as well, but Watcher of the Spheres, super late in the pack. We do have 2 Gale Swooper, but I don't think we're going to be really playing the Flyers deck here this time. So we're just going to go for another Watchdog. Right now we're White Weenie. Maybe we're black. Maybe we're green. We don't really know. We can take the Windscarred Crag in case we end up red. Replicator is not bad. We do have 3 Watchdogs. 2 Gale Swooper, 3 Battalion. Yeah, Replicator is a great top end in our deck. Let's pick it up. I'm going to go ahead and move all the green and black stuff down since we're not sure which one we're in. Because, like, look, there's Gnarled Sage, Titanic Growth, Indulging Patrician, and Skeleton Archer all still in this deck. I think we're going to take the Patrician, though. I know it's more of a defensive card than an offensive card, but still good. 3 Watchdogs and a Hollow Blade and a Shieldmate. I don't think we need the Prismite. We'll take the Battlements. I'm not super excited to play it, but we'll take it. Take the colorless dude. We're nowhere near any of these. None of them really matter. Rambunctious Mutt. Card we might play. We've opened a rare that we can't play in Rada Heart of Keld. Super good card. We really wish we could take it. Concordia Pegasus. Not horrible for the deck, but finishing blow, we do need the removal at the end to get through their like big blockers and stuff. Finishing blow is just what we want, so we'll pick that up. Oh, Alpine Houndmaster. If we could have seen you earlier. It's all right. What do we have to heal? Faith's Fetters, the patricians themselves. That's it. It's all right. Sometimes it'll work out. Most of the time it won't. Could play Alchemist's Gift to give us that potential healing for Patrician there. I don't hate that. Helps keep our guys alive. We could take the Freebooter for just another 2-drop. We have 3, 4 2-drops, 2-mana creatures. We would like 1-mana creatures as well, other than the Shield Mate, but Gift is fine. Maybe we don't want to play the Shield Mate even. Feat of Resistance versus Standard Bearer. I would love to play the Standard Bearer, but I think Feat of Resistance just does more for our deck. Protects our important dudes. Gets us 3 for lethal sometimes. Yeah. Feat's super good. Swift Response, 3rd Patrician. Or 2nd Swift Response. How much removal do we have? Gift, Feat, Response, Grasp, Faith's Fetters, Finishing Blow. Yeah, I don't think we need it. But it's better than all the other stuff, right? Yeah. Don't think we want to play the Mutt. Another Finishing Blow. Totally fine. We do need to make a cut at some point now. Staunch Shieldmate, quite good. Especially with the Chrome Replicator. Chrome Replicator. Black-white duel. Gonna fix our mana. Another Battalion. Sure. Don't have any blue we want to splash, do we? No. Take the card in our colors. Freebooter Wield. Freebooter's great. Another Gift that we're not playing. Another Patrician. Another Battalion. Oh my goodness. We can't do that. We'll take a Blood Glutton. Blood Glutton's good with 3 Patricians. Scarring's good with the Patricians. So is Scythe, though. Yeah. We'll just play Scythe. Okay. Definitely a 17 lander. Cage Zombie. We can cut. We can even cut the Siege Striker, even though he's a great card. It's because we want to play all the duplicates that we have. Cut 1 Battalion. We don't need all 4. There's no way. 4 is a good call there. Swift Response, great. Feat of Resistance, great. Alchemist's Gift is okay, but it's not compared to Swift Response, Grasp, Scythe, Finishing Blow. We could cut the Gale Swoopers altogether. I don't think that's a good plan. We could cut the 2 Shield Mates. It is a duplicate for the Replicator. It's really good with the Battalions to go 1, 2, 3, attack 4. Doesn't really do anything, though. We should cut them. We have a plethora of 2 and 3 drops. We can't cut our late game. We don't really have any late game. We are very, very aggressive. Maybe I cut a Patrician. This Battalion's going to be good in this deck, I think. Is Patrician just going to be better? Cut the Blood Glutton. It triggers the Patricians, so I don't really want to. Maybe that doesn't matter. Patrician isn't going to trigger that often. But we do want all of our multiples for the replicator. Because this is going to be insane when it works. You thinking about getting Prime Video? Looks like good value. I have Amazon Prime. I don't ever use Prime Video. Netflix is definitely better, in my opinion. But Amazon Prime is definitely a decent investment. I think with 3 Indulging Patricians, Blood Glutton is going to be pretty good most of the time. Maybe we can go down to 2, though. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Let's run it. You know, getting Disney Plus? Yeah, Disney Plus definitely good value. There's a lot of stuff on Disney Plus. Oh, we got a 2 and a 3, which should happen pretty frequently with this deck. Looks good. Can't cast Grasp yet, but hopefully we will. It's the only way this hand could look better is if there were double swamps. Our opponent went down to 6. Good for us. Lead with a swamp in case we draw a swamp and want to play Grasp. I can never imagine that happening, but, you know. Watchdog going in. Shocking. Agmut, it's good for the card. Patrician stops it. We can kill it with Swift Response. We have Finishing Blow for a big threat. Come on, opponent. Let me attack, please. We could Swift Response it. Sure. Stop the pinging. Ranger's Guile. Fine. Cool. Happy to kill that thing. Well, now he can't race me. Scythe is super good. Gnarled Sage is a good card. I will happily just finish it. Like, the only thing that's going to make me wish I didn't do that is if he drops, like, Colossal Dreadmaw next. But we still have removal in the deck for it. The only thing I'm really worried about is the 5 mana turn to Slag. I don't want to get turned to Slag here, so. Opponent, may I please attack? There's a battalion here. He can pump it twice for a total of 5. I have no reason to block that. He can pump it once and then double its attack to 6, but we don't care about that either. Second patrician, pretty good. May I attack, please? We should have bounced the scythe over. You remember when Netflix went on Shark Tank, they were asking for 125,000, 15% stake. Shark said no. Look at it now. Yeah. Hey, you know what? They're wrong sometimes, man. I definitely want to play Patrician. Definitely want to move the scythe over to the battalion. Last turn. Happily trade the battalion off now, if it means buffing the scythe. If it doesn't, then I can still put it on Patrician, attack with both, cause the drain. Guess my opponent doesn't realize he has to click pass because he can activate Cur. Okay. 5-2. Cool. Happily make the trade. Give this to one of the patricians. So he can attack me for 6. Okay, he's done. Indulging Patrician is really good, man. It's a reason to play black-white. Like, I think it's underrated by a lot of people. I should have first picked it. I would have had 4 of them. You want to go to Origin and visit the Oregon and visit the only blockbuster left in the world? I mean, at this point, the only reason it's even standing is because it's the only blockbuster left in the world. This hand kind of sucks. I've been to many blockbusters in my time. They're not super impressive. But if I was in the area, it would definitely be neat to see. Okay, we're gonna lead with Swamp. In case we draw on turn 2 Swamp and Grasp of Darkness. I will happily Swift Response to Chorister when it attacks. Get that thing out of the way right now. Okay, he can't grasp, so we'll play Patrician first. You play a Swamp and then grasp and we'd be sad, but oh, he plays his own Patrician. Very neat. Well, play a land. Go for a Gale Swooper, which we could get a good double block on it. Sure. We got a good double block. If he removes the Patrician, we can feat the Gale Swooper to kill his. I'm good. I don't want to get blown out by feet. We're going to win the race, so he did get the drain that turn, so good on him. Good action from white. Now Malefic Scythe turns on Patrician. We're definitely going to grasp that when we can. That imp is fine. Not bothering us right now. It does double block the Gale Swooper. We could certainly play the Fates Fetters on the Fetid Imp, but I think we'll just play the Battalion. No attacks, and in turn, our next turn, we can Fates Fetter the Fetid Imp, attack with all 3, get a counter on the Battalion, start dealing some damage, get the drain with the Patrician. He's got nothing, which means he's got something. Archfiend's Vessel. Okay, it's fine. He can have Archfiend's Vessel. Game sucks, let's play Valorant. After this draft, I am going to play Valorant. Oh, wait, he can't... He can't give Fetid Imp Death Touch now. So if I all attack my 4/3, he has to block with everything, and I can trade with Patrician, which is fine. He can double block the Gale Swooper, and I trade with Fetid Imp. That's not really great. Fate's Fetters can kill even bigger stuff. I think I'm just going to all attack here. And let him make the trades if he wants to. Like, he could have feet here, which would be really good. But... okay. That looks super good for me. I don't have any reason to play Fate's Fetters. We're going to grasp that eventually. We'll play Fate's Fetters if he plays something bigger. Okay. It's fine. Watchdog. He can't really do anything. He's only got 1 white mana. He could Defiant Strike. And if he Defiant Strikes, that's fine. Cool. Go ahead and drop the dog. He looks like he needs 1 more land to really pop off here. Could rise again the Archfiend's Vessel. Speaker of the Heavens. Pretty useless card. We got Grasp. Fantastic. Let's go all in. If he wants to double block the dog, he can. I'll Grasp the Patrician. Just going to block the Gale Swooper. It's fine. Just pass the turn back to him. Not that worried about it. If he tries to do something, I've got Grasp in response. I've got Fate's Fetters if he plays just a big card. If he resurrects the Archfiend's Vessel and makes a 5/5. Blood Glutton. Okay. Now I have a choice to Grasp of Darkness the Blood Glutton or the Patrician. I think I'm going to go ahead and Grasp the Patrician. And I will Fate's Fetters the Blood Glutton. I think it's big enough. We have a lot of life, and he does not. So our opponent needs to figure something out pretty quick. It looks like he might be ready to resurrect. That is unfortunate. We cannot kill a 5/5 flyer at the moment. We have 2 finishing blows in the deck. Swift response if he attacks with it. We can double block it and still have a 3/2. If he's going to just straight up attack with it like that, we'll try and take it out with Swift Response. Beautiful. Bring back the Patrician. Seems reasonable to me. Go ahead and play Freebooter. Take his Grasp. So a Swamp unlocks his 8/6. He could double block the Watchdog. I'm okay with that if he does. He has to block the dog here, right? Yeah. Pass turn. Plains doesn't help him. He's dead, even if he blocks my biggest guy. Oh, he had a swamp. Let's see here. So he's at 6. He blocks my 2 biggest guys. 3 and a 2. He can only takes 3. Oh, we drew finishing blow. That's very good. And he's dead. Because we can kill the flyer. Attack with our flyers. Now he's out. Rank up. Platinum 1. Going for diamond. Oh, neat. A lot of rewards. $2-0. Doing well. Giuseppe. All planes, unfortunately. I don't think I can keep an all planes hand with a grasp. Much better. Put the Gale Swooper down just because it's the hardest thing to cast. Any land unlocks our whole hand. Beautiful. We should get Replicator off this game pretty easy. Got double Watchdog and double Patrician. When we get to, all we have to do is keep a pair of them alive. Okay. Good first couple turns for our opponent here. Happily trade the dog for the Charger. And play a Patrician. Turn 4, we can play second Patrician. If we get a land, turn 5 will be 2 4/4s. What's up? Nice. We'll go ahead and attack here because we have a block next turn. All he could have here is feet or like double Defiant Strike, and none of that really matters. We're just going to play our second Patrician here. And then next turn, Swamp and Replicator, and probably run away with the game. Our opponent's stuck on 2 lands. This is why you take mulligans, guys. And don't keep 2 landers. Although we kept a 2-lander with Pegasus and Charger, so. And he's probably got like a 3-drop or 2. Play Valorant? I will after this run, I told you. Or update Apex and let's play that. Tony's been bugging me to play Apex. We're gonna play the Replicator before combat because I really want it to go off. I don't want to run into any snags. He could have top deck Swift Response or something. Hey, he got his 3rd land. It's a game. It might be too far gone now, though. Five mana, 8/8 is pretty strong. Okay, he got one of them. We'll play the good boy. pass our turn, holding up darkness. If he plays anything spooky. Back-to-back Legion's Judgment. All right. We got a game. He had answers. I'm proud of him. And we're dead drawing, so... Ooh, Sanctum of Stone Fangs. Okay. That sucks for us. We don't have any removal for that. We're not playing our Rambunctious Mutt. He's eliminating one of our Patricians. That's fine. Now, do I want to go ahead and grasp this Pegasus? Probably not, honestly. Oh, we have Faith's Fetters too now? I think we're just going to play Fetters. We get the Patrician trigger. We speed up the clock. We have Grasp for the next threat. Maybe we should have grasped that and saved for Fetters. Grasp kills just about anything we needed to kill. On 4 mana, I don't think there's anything super scary he can play. Yeah, Grasp kills Fetid Imp just fine. Second Pegasus. Fine. Now, do we grasp the Pegasus or do we grasp the Imp? I think we have to grasp the Imp because it has Death Touch. Now we're out of cards, and we're drawing lands. He can spend all of his mana to tap our dog down every turn now, and he actually has stabilized. Skyscanner doesn't change anything. He can double block the dog now. Wow. Well, if we draw 5 lands in a row, you usually lose the game. He's scared to double block into 7 untapped mana, though, but... We're slowly losing to the 2 shrines. Man, we might lose this one. Need to draw some gas. We got turn 5 Replicator, and we're gonna lose. To be fair, the guy played 2 copies of Legion's Judgment, a card you don't even usually see 1 copy of. Finishing blow. Nothing I can do about it, man. We've drawn 6 lands in a row. And we... Crazy. Six spells, 10 lands. Nuts. Trade dog for charger here. It pumps up the scythe. Or he takes 3 and dog still blocks. That's fine. He can tap dog if he wants. Looks like he's gonna let me block. That's fine. I'll take the trade. Scythe can grow. This costs 4 right now. 5 usually, and then 1 less for the other Sanctum. Oh, wow. Okay. Nothing we can do about this. Yep. I'm not going to Feat of Resistance our 1/1. I am just going to kill the skeleton while he's tapped out, though. We can't afford to save it for something bigger at this point. I don't think we can win this one. Take a peek at his hand here. Land. Guaranteed. Oh no, it's a spell. Cool. Well, we have a blocker now, but... Oh, he can tap it. I could give it protection from white, then he'd have to use the mana on his turn to tap it. I don't see much point in that. Man, he top deck a lot of gas right after his lands. Nothing I can do. More lands for me. Wah. He might not attack with everything. Sure enough. GG. What a comeback. The guy's playing 3 copies of Legion's Judgment in his deck. Baffles me. Why? Like, all of the creatures in this format are like 2 and 3 attack, and you're gonna play 3 cards in your deck that only kill 4 attack creatures? I can understand playing one of those. Usually your opponents have 1 or 2 big guys, but very rarely do you find 3 targets for that. This hand's pretty good. 2, 4, 5. We'll find a 3-drop probably. Most of the deck's 3-drops. Could top that Grasp and want to play it. Leave the Swamp. Although we're almost always playing Seasoned Hollowblade first. Seasoned Hollowblade is super good. Like, even if my opponent has Shock here, it doesn't matter. We just discard lands. Igneous Cur, fantastic. Go ahead and attack here. Dish out the deeps, play our Watchdog. Continue the curve. Next turn, Gale Swooper on Watchdog, hit for 5. Or Gale Swooper on Hollowblade, maybe? Nah, Watchdog. We want the Watchdog to not die. Hollowblade can get into combat and it doesn't matter. He's dubbing his Cur. Are you going to try to race me? Let's go. Oh, we drew removal for it. This turn, however, I think I might just play Gale Swooper. No, this is a good turn to grasp it. I don't need the evasion, so let's go ahead and grasp this thing. Next turn, if I still don't need the evasion, I can play Blood Glutton. Or I can just hold this Swamp to discard, depending on what we draw. He may try and remove the Hollowblade here, and I might need to discard to keep it alive. But that'd be pretty much a waste of his turn. He could kill Watchdog. Volcanic Geyser on the Hellblade. Yeah, I think I'll just discard this Swamp. Make it indestructible. Sweet, we drew a land. We kind of want to save that to discard, so we'll play the Gale Swooper now. Even though we don't need the evasion, it still develops a 3/2 flyer. And it lets us attack for lethal next turn if he doesn't play a blocker or remove a creature. Magmut is a blocker. Go ahead and go into combat, attack with everything. See how he wants to block. Discard a swamp, give it indestructible. In response, he gives his guy first strike. That doesn't do anything. Now, I can't play Swamp and Blood Glutton because then Hollow Blade. Okay, yeah. See? Season Hollow Blade just... it ruins games for your opponents. It's just so good. Such a good pack one, pick one. No regrets. 3-1. So far, so good. Flying through these games, too. Not taking long at all. All right. Kivin 59. Missed an opportunity there to make your name 69. Fail. We're on the draw. That makes his hand a little bit better. We really need one more land to unlock it, but we got Watchdog, Grasp, and Scythe, so not that worried about it. There's the other land. Go Watchdog. Next turn, we get the Scythe rolling. His zombie is locked in a cage. Go ahead and play the Scythe here. Put it on the doggo. If he wants to double block and trade, that's fine. Our Scythe grows. Next turn, we can play Battalion, equip Scythe. We can have a 4-mana 5/4, which should be pretty difficult for him to deal with. He could kill Battalion in response to the Scythe. Looks like he does have something to do. Whether it's Soul Seer, Scorching Dragonfire, whatever. Oh, Scythe got on. Fantastic. Don't know what he could possibly have in his hand that he didn't want to do before the Scythe went on. Rule of Possibility. Village Rites. Okay, same difference. A draw spell. Okay, he found his 4th land. That's good for him. Fine for us too. We don't really care. We got a big dude. We got a Scythe. We're only scared of turn to Slag. But he can't cast that yet, so this Battalion gets to attack at least once. Okay, a 3/3 doesn't worry us. Go ahead and turn the Battalion sideways here. Get in on him. We'll play the Patrician, and we'll save up for Grasp instead of moving the Scythe. We move the Scythe next turn and attack with it. Because then we can start getting the, if you gain 3 or more life trigger, start destroying him. It kind of makes the Patrician a 6/4, so to speak. He's got Rise again. Okay, he's going to make a 5/5 flyer. That's not an issue. We move the scythe. When we attack and he blocks, we grasp it. Whichever one he blocks, we can grasp. Doesn't matter. So we just turn them both sideways here. Like, we don't even have to grasp that. We can just let it happen. Now we are definitely grasping. Keeps our guy alive. Kills his guy. And we'll just play out another dude. Massacre Worm kind of sucks if he drops the swamp and plays it. Pestilent Haze kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. If we do get to attack next turn, everything gets counters. We get the life drain off the Patrician again. Life is good. Demonic Embrace. A 6/4 in the air is considerably more dangerous. Hopefully we can draw Feat of Resistance. Scorching Dragonfire on one of my battalions is super annoying. Oh man, if he hadn't done that, this would have been a really good turn for Replicator. However, we're just going to move the scythe over to Battalion. Attack with the 5/4 on the ground. Play Blood Glutton. And move on. Still one more battalion in the deck. Still another Patrician. Still 2 Watchdogs. Lots and lots of ways to turn on the Replicator. Patrician and Battalion are the easiest. Back-to-back Watchdog works too. Not that I'm super worried about it. If we don't draw anything, I'll just play a 4/4. Like, I'm not that greedy. Siege Striker is pretty good. Go ahead and go in with the makeshift battalion here. If he blocks, great. If he doesn't, also fine. We'll just play the Siege Striker. Move the Scythe over to the Striker to keep it safe from more removal. End the turn. Next turn, we can move the Scythe to the Patrician, attack with everybody. Everything presents lethal. No matter how he blocks, he dies, depending on what he plays here. He could turn to slag the Siege Striker and destroy the Scythe. That'd be super bad. Okay. Skeleton Archer does not keep him alive. He needs more than that. All of my creatures are attacking for at least 2. That's lethal. Unless he has Shock or Scorching Dragonfire or Eliminate. Or another blocker. That is good too. Okay. We could play Replicator, or we could just move Scythe. I think I'll just move Scythe. Make a 4/4 double striker. We save up swift response in case he tries to do something silly. Bloom Sower is pretty huge. Cool, we get the swift response this. We can trade Seed Striker for Gloom Sower. I think we're okay with that. Yeah, I think we're okay with trading here. Make a big scythe. Play our Patrician. Give it a big scythe. Kill him next turn with a 5/8 flyer. Lifelink. Yep. GG. If he had removal, we still had a 4/4 in our pocket, which would have been a 9/9 or something ridiculous. Scythe is super duper good. Yeah, turn 2, turn 3. Easy peasy. Lead with Swamp in case we draw Grasp and Swamp at the same time. Impossible, by the way. Just good to get in the habit of. Go Watchdog. Arsonist is super annoying here. Go for the Battalion? No, go for the Patrician. What are we afraid of there? Lofty Denial. Do we want to trade Dog for Arsonist? Not really. We'll trade it when we can get an attack with the Battalion as well. Onake Ogre, super annoying. We do have swift response for it. We just want to develop the Battalions next. We'll Alpha Strike him next turn. Depending on what he does, of course. He attacks with the Onake Ogre. We're not going to block. Let's see here. You could have Goblin Wizardry. Any number of removal spells to kill some stuff. Geyser, okay. We're pretty happy if he played Geyser on that. We could go for Watchdog and save up Swift Response. That might be a better play here. In which case, it's time to go ahead and trade our first dog off. I think we're just going to go ahead and kill the Onake Ogre now before he can do anything else. And just play second dog. Maybe Battalion was a better turn there, but it's close. Kinetic Augur. He's probably going to ditch a couple of cards there. What did he ditch? Thrill of Possibility and Island. He can now cast like Turn to Slag. Let's go ahead and put Battalion down. Next turn we can Alpha Strike. We lose the dog, but we put a counter on Battalion. That's worth it. Thrill of Possibility. Overload, getting back Geyser, okay. Definitely still going to go in for the Alpha Strike here. Those are fine things for us. Go ahead and play Hollow Blade. Pass the turn, keeping the swamp to discard in case he tries to geyser it. If he attacks with Augur, we'll just take it. He could geyser down the Patrician. Rousing Reed. Okay. Discarded Island. He gets me for 3, no big deal. He plays Arcanist. Scythe is super good. Let's go ahead and go for Scythe here. On the Patrician. Because the Hallow Blade's not ever really going to die. Go in with the team. Trade a land for Vidalian Arcanist. Pretty good for us. Now if he wants to shoot down Patrician, it costs him 1 more mana, and we get a charge on Scythe. Kind of worried about turn to slag, but whatever. Cool. Now our Hallow Blade just gets super huge off the Scythe. Go ahead and play the Battalion out as well. Onake Ogre is fine. Getting me for 4 in the air. That's fine. Ooh, Faith's Fetters is super good. If he wants to trade with Battalion, that's fine with me. If he wants to force a card out of my hand, also fine with me. Happily trade land for Onake Ogre. I don't know what he could possibly have here. Unsubstantiate. He's definitely got something. There's a stop. Are you good back there? Like, it would have to be unsubstantiate. Either that or he's walked away. Wonderful. Now, if we play Faith's Fetters, he's probably going to kill our Hollow Blade next turn. I think that's okay. We still have the Battalion. He has nothing. And whatever we have gets really big with the Scythe, so our next Indulging Patron is just... Indulging Patrician is just huge, and we gain a lot of life that way. So, yeah, he finally got the removal for it, and that's okay. Again, we have the Scythe, and he has nothing, so. Like, we kill him in 2 turns. He has to play something with more than 4 toughness in order to survive, or he has to play 2 things. Or he has to kill our 4 toughness creature, which is not easy. So, let's see what he's got. Okay, nothing. Maybe we just win. Goblin Wizardry, maybe? Nope, we win. Well, maybe. Shock my face? You got it, buddy. Double the power of my creature? Fantastic. Good game, friend. Just a few more wins for Diamond. I can almost taste it. All right, I do need to use the restroom, however, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the share stream. 5-1. Let's go. Two lands, not on the draw. Watchdog and Feet of Resistance. I'll keep it, but it is spooky. There we go. Okay. Looking good. Double Battalion, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5 if we draw a couple more lands. I think we just want to play 2nd Battalion here. Not send the stuff in. Not lose tempo, or not use feet for tempo here. We want to, if we draw a land, be able to play Replicator with our 2 battalions on board. Faith's Fetters, that's great. That doesn't stop Chrome Replicator. Okay. Now we're going to play Watchdog, so we can also play Feet. Feet of Resistance on the dog. And then we play another dog. If we draw a land, we have Replicator. Otherwise, hopefully we draw something we can cast. Alpha Strike puts a counter on Battalion. We did draw something we can cast. He can kill our dog, but that's probably okay. It's worth a counter on Battalion, I think. We don't have to lose our dog here just for a counter on Battalion. We can offer the trade, though, since we have 2 dogs. We'll play Patrician. And we're just hoping for one more land so we can play Replicator. He got his 2nd color. See what that does for him. And he's on land 5. Valorous Steed. Okay. Sweet. We got land 5 as well, which means Replicator's online. Let's just go ahead and play the Replicator. Go in with these guys. If he wants to trade, he can. No trades. Just getting in more damage. Fine by me. He's got double blue. He can Ghost Slide our token. Stream went offline there for a minute. I think we had a small hiccup there. Our opponent played Dub and Rousing Reed. That is a fine card to cast Finishing Blow on. Sorry about that, guys. Had a brief hiccup in... Alright, our opponent concedes. Had a brief hiccup in connection there. But we won the game pretty handily. Ooh, another Love Struck Beast. That'll go into our mono green Beats deck. One more win for 7. Yeah? Is that how you feel about it, little dude? Come here. Arr. I gotcha. Look. You're on camera. Look at him. Look how cute he is. Ah! He's also super annoying. Maybe you guys can hear him purr. I don't know. I don't think he's that loud. We're on the draw. This hand looks fine on the draw. It's not great. 2 lands is always a little risky in my opinion. He's getting real good cuddles right now, guys. I don't know if you can hear him purring or not, but... Good curve, good curve. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Ooh, Spellgorger weird. We don't like that. Speed of resistance helps. Offer the trade. Denied. We have finishing blows, so we're not that worried about it. Yep, you gotta go see what she's doing. I think we're just gonna let it grow and then kill it with finishing blow later. I don't think we're that worried about it. You might not attack. You might be worried. Yeah, too scared to trade it. We have Chrome Replicator next turn if we make it happen. So what we're gonna do here is attack with everything. If he blocks, we have feet. If he doesn't, fine. Cool. We'll play Watchdog, have feet to protect it, and next turn we can cast Replicator if we draw a land. Turret Ogre, okay. That hurts my face. Okay, Scythe is not the same. What does Scythe do for us? Not much. We can still attack with everything and hold up feet if we want. And land would have been awesome for Chrome Replicator. Let's attack with the Battalion. If he blocks, we'll play feet. He does not. So we can play Gale Swooper or Scythe. I think we're just going to play Gale Swooper to make a 3/2 that can block these guys. We'll trade it with Turret Ogre if we can. Still going to keep the Watchdogs alive for the Replicator. Whew, Dreadmaw, that'll get finishing blow. That'll get Faith's Fettered, actually, I think. Because that's what we have mana for right now, so... Go ahead and lock that on down. We'll attack with the Gale Swooper. We don't mind trading it. We don't mind trading the Battalion for either of those creatures as well. He's got to decide how much more damage to the Fates he can take before he just needs to throw that Spellgorger weird away. I'd be happy to see it die right now. Send it to the graveyard. Nope. Okay. Italian got through. Gnarled Sage, huh? Okay. Here's our land. So we slap down the Replicator. Wham. No attacks this turn. Next turn we Alpha Strike him with Feet of Resistance up. And we decide what we want to protect. If we want to play Feet of Resistance, instead of Finishing Blow, we can also equip the Scythe. We can use Scythe to make a 5/5, a 5/4, or a 3/3 Vigilance. Looks like a 5/5 is going to be one of the best. 3/3 vigilance isn't bad either. Because then we can send a dog without risking a dog. Do we want to send the last dog? If he blocks with the 4/4, that's bad. We don't want to send the last dog in, I don't think. He has to block the 2/4 power guys. Yeah, let's just send them all. Math is for blockers. Kind of figured he'd put a 4/4 on the 4/4 anyway. All right, what do we want to protect here? Probably one of the 4/4s. They're harder to kill. All of his stuff is dying one way or the other. So let's protect this Chrome Replicator. What does it need protection from? Green? He has to block the 5/5 with his 4/3. I get to play my last creature here. Good game, friend. Good game. Diamond, we did it! 7-1 run there. Made it to Diamond. Claim our prize. Fantastic. Crack some packs. This is a good run. This is a good deck. It's not every draft that Chrome Replicator comes together like that.